Crashing on You is a movie I'm reviewing, and this movie is executive produced by Destiny Etiku, and this movie can be found on Chinemelo's TV. A quick recap of this movie is, a rich young girl who has a crush on a poor boy in the secondary school, and another friend also is crushing on the same boy. So now what happened between the other girl who is crushing and the rich girl who is also crushing on this poor boy? This is what this movie is about. What I love about this movie, I'll start with the location, guys. Location for this movie is really good. Surprisingly, they used a lot of location. The slum, the market, the houses, and the street shots. Then we have the school. Then we have the rich girl's, family house, or the house they use. That was really impressive. The locations for this movie, they didn't leave any location that was talked about to our imagination. They actually showed that location and people or cast in such location. That was really impressive. So for location for this movie, I was gagged. I was like, okay, they are going all in. One thing about Destiny Tiku is that she plays around with locations and aura shots of her location. Like, you can see the up look of these locations, and if you are familiar with her movies, you know what I'm talking about. So locations, I love every bit of that, especially for the school aspect and the slums location that they use. I was out because with the slums location, the market and the house, the two houses, that's Peter's house, and as well as another poor girl's house. I'm like, okay, this is really nice. And then the school, the shots from the classes, the shots from the playground, the car park in the school, I'm like, I was impressed. I was actually impressed when it comes to locations for this movie. Another thing I love about this movie is the cast. When I'm talking about cast, just like I said in the location part, every location there are a lot of people, which means there are a lot of cast in this movie. Even if it's worker pass, you can see that there's a cast. So that's an effort to make people be part of the movie. That was really nice. Now, talking about cast, the students were having interactions. They were not playing mute and dump at all, and that was really nice. The students at the playground, the students at the party, there was a birthday party, the students were at the party. So all this constitutes of the cast. Then talking about market as well, there were people coming to buy stuff from Peter's family and stuff. That was really good. And also the worker passes from the slum. There was this donation going on in this movie, and there were people. I was like, okay, that was nice. So total cast of this movie, I love it when YouTube producers kind of add people to the cast or add people to the production of the movie, say that it's going on, especially if needed when they are being talked about. I don't want to hear talking to your mother on the phone, and that phone maybe is one of the production crew that is like, we are just not seeing who they are talking to. I hate it so much. Like, use people. You are getting a lot of money on set. You use people. Let's see a lot of cast in your production. It makes it relatable. It makes it like, this is a whole thing that is going. It doesn't make it look like a movie, So that was really impressive. So the cast and location are some of the things that I love about this movie. Then we go to what I don't like about this movie. Oh god, this movie is a very big disappointment. I don't know what Destiny Tiku was thinking. I don't know who wrote this movie. I don't know who wrote the script about this movie. First off, let me start with the script of this movie. Their line deliveries, oh my goodness, mistakes. I cannot even begin to start this particular discourse from, guys, from the fair girl that is Peter's sister in this movie. In one line, she can be speaking pidgin. That same line, she's speaking correct English. Two words are missing: English, correct English, and pidgin English. It doesn't make sense when you listen to some of the sentences she's speaking. It doesn't make sense. Then we talk about the rich woman, that's the young girl's mother. Mistakes in her line delivery, and this woman is not new to acting. She's, I don't know, it's making me think maybe they did not even use scripts. They just use their mind to deliver their lines in this movie. Then we talk about the girl who was bullying everybody in the movie. This girl line delivery is, you ask yourself, is she just speaking because she just want to, she was directed to speak, or she had a script that she read through to deliver her lines? Mistakes. That was really, really, really disappointing. The only person who did not do mistake with his line delivery was Peter Komba. The other cast, every other cast, the teachers, mistakes. That was really, really bad. It makes you not to take what they are saying serious. It makes what they are acting very comical. It makes what they are doing, it was like a joke. Because we are watching the movie to listen to what you guys are saying, and if there's mistake, there's total distort in whatever you're saying, then the movie is rubbish. And that is what you're going to get when you watch this movie. Another thing I didn't like about this movie, the beginning of the movie, the title is telling you crushing, but the title that is written on YouTube on the surface before you click is crashing on you. So first mistake of this movie alone is the titling of this movie. Is the title crashing, or the title is crashing on you? Which one is it? You see, when you rush to produce a movie on YouTube, these are the little silly mistakes that you make, and it doesn't make sense. Can we just up our game? You are on social media, you're on internet, the world is watching. Can you put a little effort and time to produce these movies? Gosh. Destiny, if you watch this review, please tell me what is the title of this movie. Another thing I hate about this movie is the cinematography. I'm using the word hate because I expected a little bit more from Destiny Tiku. She has better movie on her other channel, that is Destiny Tiku TV. She has better cinematography of movies on that channel. I don't know what is happening on this channel, and this movie is a 2025 movie, and this is trash. Lighting was bad from Peter Komba's family. They live in the ghetto, the slum, they are poor, they don't have light. But can we even see their faces when they are talking in the night? Even the fairest of the fair girl, or should I say the half-caste girl that they use in this movie, we could not see her face when she was talking in the dark. So you can just imagine watching this movie. If I want to go on talking about cinematography, I'll end up seeing a lot of bad things about this movie because the cinematography was just trash. Even at the party where acclaimed rich personnel or governor's wife or daughter, and they do not have good lighting system, they were partying, but it was dark. We cannot even see the student faces. Even when they came out of the room, outside there's bad lighting. We cannot. My goodness, guys, this was a total mess, total trash when it comes to cinematography. Even the daylight, that broad daylight shot, that the camera angles and then the lighting will be good. The lighting were not all that great, and that was disappointment. The biggest trash of it all, of course, is the scenes from the ghetto in the night. We could not see anybody faces, any of the cast faces anytime they are talking. It was total black, so your screen will be black, and you'll be hearing the cast talking. Like I said, the fairest of the fair girl in this movie, you could not even see her face or even her skin when they are talking in the dark. What happened to lighting? What happened to bulb? What happened to buying generator on set? Like, what exactly went on this set? Like, what happened? I'm just so angry making this review on this movie, and because I expected more from Destiny, so I don't know, this was just a total letdown. Common lighting you cannot provide on set. Why? Another thing I hate about this movie is the costume for this movie. They presented the girl and her parents as governor, a senator or something. They were rich millionaires. They were political, personnel. They were rich. The house was okay. The costume of the girl of the supposed governor daughter, guys, she cannot even do common all back, clean all back. When she goes to school, her all back was scattered. Like, what the hell is going on in this movie? Her clothing was bad. Somebody who is rich, she cannot even look the part. The other daughter, the second daughter, what is that dressing? Is she a tomboy? Even a tomboy, the presentation is supposed to be better because they are rich. They are supposed to look the part. How can you be rich and be looking poor? The confusion that is going on here is the other girl that has been bullying the students. She is from the slum and she has a very neat hairdo. She presented herself well. She is rather from the trash and she looks better than somebody who is actually rich, and you can see the wealth that they are rich. Guys, what happened? Like, what went wrong? Like, what happened? Talking about costume, Peter Gogba is very poor, like trash. He is a very poor guy, but he looks really good. His all back is clean and very neat. Then the other fair girl, she has a brace on, a very clean. So it's like they switch their makeup and their costume, and I did not understand. The students who are from rich family look poor, and the students who are from poor family rather look neat and presentable. Why was that the case? All back for a rich governor daughter could not be done on that girl's hair. Throughout the movie, her hair was trash, her outfit trash, costume trash. Why? It was as if they didn't think through to present these girls very well in this movie. Even the other students, they did not look the part. They were, oh my goodness, like, let them look clean and presentable. And it was assumed that this is a rich people's school, or a well-to-do or middle-class school. So that means all the students will look presentable, well, except of course the poor students or the students who are coming in on scholarship. Even at that, they have to look presentable. All back is not expensive. Why did the article allow the students look so bad on set? That was really disappointing. This is I'm ranting too much because I expected more. I'm not expecting too much, just a little from Destiny to Go, and this was a big letdown on her part because it's a production and I expected more, and this is so bad. How can a governor daughter look like somebody who is a pauper? It doesn't make sense. And of course, the car they use, somebody who is so rich, who is into politics, that's how they present it. I'm not saying it. How they look so good. They had only one car. Of course, this car is Destiny Tiku's car, but yeah, they had only one car. They were driving. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh, it doesn't make sense at all, guys. It doesn't take much to rent a car, to do all back, give these girls good costumes, simple house dresses. And the most annoying part of it all was the maid wearing Van Cleef jewelry. A maid wearing Van Cleef earring, even if it's fake, I'm going to assume that original Van Cleef that she's wearing. A maid who is poor, she looks really clean, her outfit is clean, her the shirt that she's wearing, her uniform looks really good, and she's wearing Van Cleef. whilst the rich daughter, be governor daughter, or the two daughters look like trash. They look poor, they look tattered. Why? Look, I'm wasting too much time talking about this because whilst I was watching the movie, I was boiling. And of course, I'm going to use this movie as a point of contact to other producers. Look, if you don't have money to produce movie, don't waste our time, because like I said, this year I'm not going to take it easy on you all producers or you all actors who have 10 producers on YouTube. Don't waste our time, don't waste our resources on this trash movies that some of you produces. It doesn't make sense, guys. Let's produce good movie. It doesn't take much from you because you are making a lot of dollars on YouTube already. You're making a lot of dollars. How come? And another thing that I don't like about this movie is the interaction between the driver and then the gate man. Look at how the gate man was looking. He's a slim young guy. You couldn't sew a good looking uniform on him. Somebody who is working at a governor's house. Look at the way he looks. Look at the way the driver is looking. He couldn't dress properly, looks really clean with his uniform. Look at the way they were interacting like somebody, like people who were not reading scripts or people who were not giving scripts, people who were just there to say action. Just say something close to see. Like, what exactly happened on this set? Like, what the hell was happening? Destiny Tiku, Omo, now what for you? Waiting happen. Like, why? Did you sit there and watch this movie and say, okay, I'll pay my own money and watch this movie? Like, does it look like it makes sense to you? I'm so angry because why? You guys have not seen me, review movie like this because we are in 2025 and because we expected more, because they are making a lot of dollars on YouTube, and because these people are taking us for granted. And if we don't give it to you, tell you what it is, you guys will continue to produce rubbish for us to watch. So yes, it was so annoying to watch. Last but not the least thing that I have to talk about this movie is the fact that the only person who looks good in this movie was the lady's mother. She was presented well, her wigs were on point, her makeup, her outfits were on point. Everything was on point except her script delivery or her lines delivery or something. She looked really good and very presentable. She looks like a governor, a rich man's wife. Every other aspect was okay. Last but not the least thing of this movie is of course the storyline. The storyline is trash. I don't even need to explain myself on this particular point at all. And on that note, I'm going to give this movie a 2/10 because of the locations. They actually put effort in all the location and that was good. And also the cast, they used a lot of people in this movie and that was really impressive. But every other thing was trash. So yes, 2 is even too high for this movie, but of course if you're a fan of Destiny Tiku, go out there and support it. And also before I end this video, I also appreciate the fact that Destiny for using new faces for this movie. All the students, all the cast are new except of course the elderly woman, the rich woman in this movie. Every other face you see in this movie are new cast, so let's give them a little bit opportunity. Let's appreciate them. That's why I didn't even talk about how bad or how good they were acting. I just concentrated on other aspects of this movie. So I'm just giving them a chance to up their acting, and let's see how these new actors that we are going to be seeing in Destiny Tiku's production, how good they are. So yes, I appreciate Destiny for introducing new faces on YouTube or in her production. That's really good. Appreciate her for that. So guys, thank you so much for watching this review. I'll see you all in the next movie review.